What's up everybody, and welcome to, I guess you could say, a little bit of a different video. Obviously my channel has a lot of list mods, but typically those are more factual or about something. Today I'm just going to be talking about what, in my opinion, are kind of like my favorite mods. The mods I've been using the most since the release of Skyrim Special Edition. This video, more so than other ones, is going to 100% be my own opinion. These are just, again, the mods that I find myself consistently going back to as I film my different videos, because I do swap mods pretty often, because I simply am downloading and installing and changing around so many different mods every single day. Almost all the mods on this list are available for both Xbox One and PC, except for one, and I will specify. But otherwise, I do hope you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you have your own list that I would love to see in the comments down below. But with all of that being said, let's just jump right into it. So first up, we do have Sophia. Basically, this is going to be a follower mod. This is kind of my go-to follower mod for the time being, at least, mainly because, one, she's a woman, and I just kind of like having female follower mods. Evaluate that however you would like to. Regardless, she is fully voiced and meant to be pretty funny, so take a listen real quick.
I've never seen you before. I have no idea who you are. It's not like I've been stalking you or anything. Wait! Don't leave. I'm injured. Yes, injured. You have to take me with you. Otherwise I might die, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience.
Obviously, I personally find her to be pretty entertaining, otherwise I wouldn't be using her. Regardless, as you use her more and more, I think it becomes a better mod because there are so many different voice lines, more so than other follower mods. So when some of the different mods out there, after using them for a lot of hours, as I do because I play Skyrim again for a lot of hours every day, you kind of get to the point where you're like, alright, shut up, I'm tired of you saying the same witty line over and over. Fortunately, Sophia doesn't really suffer from that problem simply because she has so many different lines. I find myself genuinely laughing sometimes based on some of the situational things she does say, based on something I do that maybe was kind of stupid, or when I take out my sword she'll make a comment at me. Honestly, more so than anything else, I find this mod to be entertaining, which very few companion mods successfully do for me. At the end of the day, most of them aren't very useful as they just kind of run into enemies and die or block for you or something else. Well, this one's going to make you laugh in the process. So next up, we do have Ruda or Routa. I don't know how to pronounce it. It doesn't matter though. Basically, this is a mod by Eleanor adding in a storm cloak or just a warrior cabin into the game. So it's going to be located right outside of Windhelm, right around the stables. And basically, I just really like this for, well, kind of a number of reasons. First and foremost, in my personal playthrough and really all the videos you do see of me playing Skyrim, I did align with the storm cloaks. I did use an alternate start mod and it did align me with the storm cloaks as kind of a warrior character. So I am automatically enemied to the other faction that I'm totally forgetting the name of right now. Regardless, on top of that, which also is kind of a coincidence, I do love spending time by Windhelm. I find it really just has a lot of nice visuals, especially when you get some of the harder core snow, and just the lighting does look very good there. Basically, I think it's a cool place to film different videos, which you probably can tell by some of my different videos that are mostly filmed there. So for these two reasons, I do really like Ruda or Routa. Again, it is basically just going to add in a player home there that's very warm and kind of just feels nice when you go inside. It's very nicely decorated, and Eleanor does have a bunch of different player home mods. All of them are pretty much of the utmost quality. This is no exception. I just use it in particular for those two reasons listed, and I think it's just a pretty cool looking place, especially from the outside. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. So next up, we do have Immersive Armors. This should come as no surprise as to why it's one of my favorite mods. It's simply a lot of people's favorite mods, and frankly, one of the best mods for, I almost said Fallout 4 again, but for Skyrim Special Edition. This is the one that isn't quite available for Xbox One yet, which is actually really unfortunate, but regardless, it is confirmed to be coming soon, so get excited. Nonetheless, what this mod adds in is a bunch of different armors into Skyrim, and the reason I like this so much is, one, these armors are very high quality. When I made my standalone video for this mod, I did look pretty closely at a lot of the different armors, and none of them are like low quality. When you actually look at every single one, you're like, wow, this is impressive, especially because it adds in 55 different armors. Personally, I'm kind of like a little kid and I love those heavy hardcore knight armors that are like really plated and all that, and this adds in quite a few of those, and I really like them. The second reason I like this mod is kind of fitting in with the title. It is very immersive, so all these armors do fit in with the lore of Skyrim. Nothing's crazy or super outlandish, so for that reason, a lot of them actually do integrate to the level list and do spawn on some of the various enemies or allies in the game. So when you have this mod installed, you'll find some Stormcloak soldiers using different shields or maybe a different helmet, and I think it's very cool. I like having that little change up, especially in videos when people are so used to seeing the same stuff over and over again. I like to throw little mods in like that so things look a little bit more interesting and you find yourself more immersed in the modded game. So next up, we don't have like kind of a really popular mod. All the other ones on this list were pretty popular, but that's going to basically be the Berserk Armor. What this is going to add in is an armor mod from the series Berserk. I've never seen that series. I believe it's an anime series. Regardless, it is my favorite armor mod thus far. This is probably going to be pretty opinionated. I know other people don't like this armor mod as much as I do, but you probably should see it in pretty much all of my different videos because, again, it is my favorite armor mod. I just think it looks really cool, and I especially like the little left arm there. It is kind of a mechanical or robotic left arm, and I just think that's a really nice addition to have. So since I know everyone's going to ask, I'm just going to include it with this little segment. My favorite sword mod by contrast is going to be the Witcher Silver Swords. I typically use this, as you may have guessed, with the Berserk Armor mod, and this is probably what you see me doing in all of my different videos, unless I'm specifically covering a sword or an armor mod. These are kind of just my go-to. I have these equipped on almost all of my different saves, and again, I just find them very enjoyable to use. They're really high quality, and again, I just kind of like them. So up until this point, the video was in no particular order. I was just showing you some mods that I really like and enjoy using. Well, now it is in a particular order because this is my favorite mod by far for Skyrim Special Edition, and probably the only mod on this list that I kind of is a must download for me. So that's going to be Vivid Weather's Special Edition. This mod really just changes the way the game looks. It adds in crazy and awesome new weathers, and frankly, I love using it. I mean, that's really for two reasons. First and foremost, I feel like it does make my videos just look better. I make a ton of content on Skyrim, so you guys are looking at my game, and I feel like this is the best way to make your game look better without sacrificing too much else, like installing an ENB. On top of that, I actually find it to genuinely make the game a bit more interesting. When there are some different weather mods playing around, I feel like it adds a new dynamic into the game with this mod installed. You're going to kind of play around those weather mods or do different things based on their existence in the game, and I really like that. Obviously, this is my favorite weather mod. Just today, I actually released a video going through all the weather mods pretty in depth, so if you're interested or on the fence about which one you want to download, make sure to check that out. Regardless, as always, I thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you found this video informative, at least to what my favorite are. Let me know in the comments down below, what are your 5 favorite mods or 10 favorite mods or just one of your favorite mods for Skyrim Special Edition. As always, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.